Hello and welcome back to my channel 180.4C. I am Gayatri and today I'm going to share with you this amazing braided pesto bread. It has these amazing pesto layers and you can't wait to have it. This recipe of bread is a little bit different than the recipe that I've already uploaded, because in this recipe we're going to use half cup milk and half cup water. And let me tell you the other ingredients that we're going to use. So we are using 150 grams of all-purpose flour or maida, 150 grams of whole wheat flour or atta, 65 grams of grated cheese. If you have cheddar or mozzarella, well and good. Then 1/3 cup of olive oil, 15 grams of yeast, half cup or 100 ml of water and 100 ml of milk, approximately 15 grams of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. Let's get baking. So first step, we are going to require our milk and water mixture to be lukewarm temperature, or as much as your body temperature. Make sure it's not very hot, otherwise the yeast will die. We're going to mix our 15 grams yeast and sugar to this milk and give it a mix. This process is called activating the yeast. I am using active yeast, and the mixture of milk, yeast and sugar we're forming a sort of slurry, to which we are going to add a pinch of flour, all-purpose flour or whole wheat flour, to feed the yeast. And we will keep this aside for approximately 5 to 10 minutes, and you will already see that there are bubbles which are forming. That means the yeast is getting activated. It's been already 5 minutes, and as you can see, my jar is complete with this yeast slurry mixture. And let's move to the next step. In a bigger bowl or a kadai, we're going to mix our all-purpose flour and a whole wheat flour together, and the salt, and let's give it all a whisk. That's about it. So my yeast is activated. So what I'm going to use this jiller, and we will pour in a little bit of yeast, and we're going to mix it with a machine. So add a little bit more water to get your dough to this consistency. Now we're going to add olive oil to it, and I'm going to put it on montage mode again. So after adding oil, the dough should look somewhat like this. We're going to lightly dust our working space and seal our dough. So place our dough here, flatten it a little, take the two edges, lift it up and fold it like a cupboard fold. Repeat this till it is sealed from all the sides. Today the recipe that I'm sharing with you is this method of bread making is called the straight dough method. It is a very fast method of making bread. The last video, I will share it in my description box, that method is called sponged dough method. I like both equally. So this is how it should look once it's all sealed. It doesn't have to be very perfect. We are going to add a little bit of flour and dust it in nicely. Lift the dough up with your scraper and put it in your big bowl. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to take a moist, damp cloth, kitchen towel, and put it over it and let it rest for approximately 30 to 35 minutes. We are baking a braided pesto bread for which we are going to make a pesto sauce. Pesto sauce is traditionally an Italian sauce made of fresh basil leaves. These are the fresh basil leaves harvested from my terrace garden. And the other ingredients we're going to require are garlic, hard cheese, example Parmesan, olive oil, any nuts. Traditionally, European pine nuts were used, but you can replace it with any nuts like almonds, walnut, cashews of your choice, salt and sugar. So while our bread dough is proofing and resting for 30 minutes, I thought let's start working on our pesto sauce. It is very easy. All we're going to require is a blender. Let's mix our transfer our basil leaves, to which we'll be adding our cashew nuts, some garlic, and half teaspoon salt. Now salt you can add as per your taste if you would like to add more salt, and the cheese. When it comes to the olive oil, I'm not going to add it right now. I'm going to add it later once the blender is running, and we have to add a continuous stream of oil. It helps in emulsion and it gets the perfect color, flavor and everything. So this is how our pesto sauce looks, and now after 30 minutes, as you can see, the dough has doubled up, and I'm going to unveil this beauty. Wow. So now this is how the dough should look. Take a little bit of flour, dust it on the dough, scrape it up. Wow, it's beautiful. Lightly dust your working space and place it on. So now we are going to require a rolling pin, and we are going to make it into a rectangular shape. So I will suggest add a little bit of flour and already place your dough in a rectangular position. This should be thick, a little thick, like 5 mm thick, and the measurements should be approximately 30 centimeter by 40 centimeter. So after we have rolled this rectangle, the next step is we're going to use our pesto sauce. This has to be a little buttery sort of consistency. Make sure it is spreadable. Just put big dollops. Make sure that you spread it evenly. So this is how the bread should look now. We have spread it evenly. Make sure that you spread it all over, but just keep a little bit of border. What we're going to do next is the grated cheese, which we had kept aside. We're going to put it on top. Put the cheese generously. So after you have grated the cheese and put it all over, spread it generously, what we're going to do is we are going to use the scraper and lift the dough up a little and make it into a sort of a roll. This is a little tricky, so you can add a little bit of flour while doing it. Make sure it doesn't stick. If you have a scraper, it is going to save your life. Like this. So I have sealed the dough from all the sides, especially the edges. And what we're going to do next is a bit tricky. But the key is make sure that your work surface is nice and dusted. I know it looks a little messy, but it's all good. We're going to require a sharp knife and divide the dough into half, cut it. Okay, make sure it is nice and half. Separate it a little. Use a scraper. Divide the dough. Let the two halves to be seen properly. You can divide the dough with your scraper as well. So now our dough looks like this. So can you see the green? That's our pesto sauce. So make sure that you keep the cut side upwards. Roll it up. Now we're going to do a simple braid of this. That is, we're going to make it a knot. So one on top of this and make it across over here. Then we will repeat. Lift it up. So this is how our braid looks. My baking tray is a little smaller, so I have given it a curve. But you can place it in any shape you like. Just make sure that the braids are nice and your green is to be seen upward. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to panini proof it for 15 minutes. So place a damp cloth on your bread and let it rest for 15 minutes. While this is resting, be sure to preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius. So after 15 minutes, this is how the bread should look. It is doubled up in volume. And now my oven is ready. I have already preheated it at 180 degrees and I'm going to keep it for baking for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. So this is how the bread looks. Just look at the crust. It's nice and golden. And look at these amazing swirls of pesto. And the cheese is super soft. It's a little dense, that is because it has wheat in it. But overall, it's amazing. So with this, we come to the end of this episode of pesto braided bread. And if you want to watch more interesting concepts and recipes, please do comment, like, share, and please do tell me on the comment section what you want to watch as well. And I've also noticed one thing on YouTube Studios, that you all are watching and I'm extremely grateful for that. But it takes only a second to subscribe, guys. Please do subscribe to my channel. It'll mean the world to me. And happy baking.